sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, blamed it on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
Take a shit, man.
Here we go. Stay square. Stay square.
That was dope. Shout out to you. Hey man, we support you, man. We support you. Hey, you ready? You ready to take over one of these positions this year, man? We rooting for you. Yeah, I seen they put you in a package where you was at tight end. You like doing stuff like that, man?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. You gonna get you a touchdown this year, right?
We'll try.
That's what's up, man.
Try to convince them.
All right.
See how it all plays out.
And we are live in the building, man. What's good with y'all? It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And before I take over, I'm finna play this clip of my first thoughts about the Nation Wright Andrew Booth trade that just went down. I don't even think it's been a full hour ago. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all get my thoughts on that. I'll give y'all some backstory on Andrew Booth, and then we'll jump into the primary content for the day. But salute to everybody that's already here showing love and supporting.
It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store, and I'm out. The Dallas Cowboys have traded former third-round pick Nation Wright for former second-round pick Andrew Booth Jr. So basically, the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings just swapped cornerbacks. Now, Andrew Booth Jr., coming out of college, was a very good prospect. He played at Clemson, where he earned first-team and second-team All-ACC honors while he was there. Now, he has not gotten out to the best start in the NFL. A knee injury robbed him of most of his rookie campaign, and then he played sparingly last year, even though he did play in all 17 games, but mostly on special teams. Will he get an opportunity to get into rotation and develop? Who knows? But he does have Al Harris, who has been a cornerback whisperer. We've seen what he's done with Kalen Carson up to this point, see what he's done with Trayvon Diggs, and see what he's done with Deron Bland. So who knows? But he does got an upside. He does have talent. But we'll see how it all plays out. It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. And I'm out.
All right. So there it was. There were my first initial, thoughts on Andrew Booth. And like I said, he got good pedigree. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has good pedigree. He was a second-round pick. He played at Clemson, right? And in recent history, remember, we had look with Clemson players. Just ask, what's old buddy that just left? J-Ron Curse. J-Ron Curse was a Clemson guy. So, we have a good track record with Clemson guys in recent history. But he was first-team All-ACC, second-team All-ACC, played well enough to garner a second-round pick, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds. So he's not a small corner by any stretch of the imagination. And, I'm not sure what his 40 time is. The listed 40 time I found for him was 4.38. So either way you go about it, he's supposed to be an athlete. Now, that's the thing, Craig. Like you said, like, he struggled when he has played. He's barely played. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't played much. And we all know that the first year back from a knee injury, you're not really the guy that you were. You know what I'm saying? He got injured during his rookie campaign, and then he came back last year. So he got hurt in 2022, and then he came back in 2023. What you saw in 2023 was not really the player he was. He was pretty much a shell of himself. And shout out to my boy JC, Cowboys Network, in the building, man. He said he working on film, so he'll put some film together for us. And as he works on film, I am a numbers guy. I found this from Defy Talk Cowboys. He's always a good follow on Twitter. Make sure you give him a follow on there. He does numbers like I do numbers. So, that's why I follow him. You can fact check the numbers. Not like listen, I ain't seen him lie. I ain't seen him lie on the numbers yet. So, he said Andrew Booth in 2023. He played 10 games, so I was actually mistaken. 151 total snaps, 99 in coverage. He was only targeted 8 times, only allowed 4 receptions, only allowed 30 yards, had 1 pass breakup, and didn't miss a tackle. His PFF grade was a 68.6, which is decent. Coverage grade was a 69.1. So he passed. C's get degrees, but you can skate by on these, especially with the PFF grading curve. All we got to take that with a grain of salt anyway. So the overall number for 2023, not a huge sample size, but he didn't play all that bad either. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm not expecting a whole bunch from Andrew Booth anyway, because the guy that we traded him for, we traded away Nahshon Wright. Nahshon Wright was getting flambéed and destroyed and mollywopped all throughout camp. Like, I'm going to keep it a thou wow with y'all. And shout out to my boy Justin Kitchen for the cash app, man. Thank you for the love and thank you for the support, holding it down in the liquor store. And if any of y'all also got on your heart to support the liquor store, help keep the lights on, help us continue to make content, hit the cash app, man. It goes a long way in helping your boy out. Because when we do travel, when we do go places, when we do try and get these interviews with players and do the things that we do, the funds that y'all seeing, they help a lot. So I appreciate y'all for all that y'all do, and I appreciate the love. So yeah, if Nahshon Wright was getting murdered, it was a massacre when Nahshon Wright was out there trying to cover people. I'm not saying that, and listen, Jalen Marino Cropper was one of my pet cats coming out, but Jalen Marino Cropper looked like CeeDee Lamb when he lined up against Nahshon Wright. Right? And there's a huge gap in between CeeDee Lamb and Jalen Marino Cropper. Like, Nahshon Wright made Jalen Marino Cropper look like CeeDee Lamb the way he was out there routing that boy up. So I don't think that Nahshon Wright, would have even made the team. So you're getting a guy who's a former second round pick. You get to put him with probably the best DB coach he's ever played for. Al Harris has done wonders for a lot of these young cornerbacks coming out. Right? If he doesn't work with Al Harris, that says more about him than anything. Right? But he has athletic ability. He has pedigree. He has upside. We can see if Al Harris can get anything out of him. But when it comes to the current pecking order of the cornerback room, Trayvon Diggs is DB1. Then followed by Deron Bland. Your starting slot corner right now is Jordan Lewis. Then Seatbelt Carson. He played that well. I'm gonna go ahead and use his nickname. Seatbelt Carson is cornerback 4 right now. So the question is, who's the 5th corner? Do they still believe in Eric Scott? Or are they gonna give an opportunity to this young man that they just brought in? That's the real question. Who is cornerback number 5? Because we're being real from everything we've seen up to this point. We know who our top 4 corners are. So that's why I'm not expecting the world from Andrew Booth. Andrew Booth just got to make the team. If Andrew Booth makes the team, he's did enough in my opinion. But I didn't really bring y'all on here to talk about a rotational player for an hour. That's not what I really wanted to do. The Dallas Cowboys on their official team YouTube page has posted the entirety of the joint practice between the Dallas Cowboys offense versus their defense, the Rams defense, and they also posted the entirety of the Dallas Cowboys defense versus the Rams offense. And bear with me, I'm a little under the weather, congested, stopped up. So if I sound a little scratchy or anything like that, just getting over illness. So we're going to actually watch that. And we're going to watch that and compare notes together in the liquor store. See what we see. See if they jump off the tape for us. things like that. So go ahead, get you a beverage. Go ahead, get you a snack. We're gonna be in here watching that, and it's about 50 minutes worth of content, like 27 minutes for the offense, about 20-something minutes on the defense. And yes, to answer your question, Justin, we will be doing a watch party Sunday for the Dallas Cowboys preseason opener. Excuse me. We will be doing a watch party for that. So tune in. We'll start about 20 minutes early. Hey, appreciate it, Cowboy by nature. I'm good, man. It's just a cold. No, nothing like last time. You know, last time it was rough, but I just got a cold or something this time around. But I'm good. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna watch the Dallas Cowboys joint practice with the Rams. It's on their joint page. It's on their official page. And the Dallas Cowboys are so real. Like, they be printing money at this point. They're printing money at this point, so they don't even copyright you for playing the stuff off their page. So we're gonna watch this. We're gonna start with the offense, see what we see, and we'll go from there. So let's jump into it. And I'm gonna keep it silent too. So let's start. This is gonna be the first snap. It's gonna be Cooper Rush. Yeah, it's the first snap. Cooper Rush and the second team against the Rams defense. So let's go. Lining up. Let's see what Cooper Rush does. Because what they're saying right now is Cooper Rush is running away with quarterback 2. And that look like a little screen dump off over there. That Malik Davis, number 33, Malik Davis. 34, 43, whatever it is. The number look crazy as hell right now. But I think that was Malik Davis, he dumped it off too, right there. But right now what they're saying is that Cooper Rush is running away with quarterback 2. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but we'll see. And expect to see a lot of Trey Lance in the first preseason game. They're saying that Trey Lance is going to play a majority of the snaps. All right, Cooper Rush with a completion over there to number 81. Is that Joseph? Is that John Stevens Jr.? I think that's John Stevens Jr., number 81. John Stevens Jr. has solidified himself these past couple of days. Like, during the joint practice, the days leading up to it, he's definitely, he definitely has solidified himself as tight end number 3, in my opinion. Because he fits the mold, man. And he's a converted wide receiver. So the route running, the separation, the speed, the athleticism, playmaking, he already has it. He already has that. All right, let's see what they do. Who's the center right here? This ain't number 60, is it? Oh, that is 60. 56. Hold on. Oh, intercepted. Well, damn. Oh, let me run that one back, because I need to see was that even a good read. Trey Lance is not good, and that upsets me. We needed to flip him for a pick. Hopefully he shows it in preseason. I mean, maybe he's a gamer. Maybe he's one of those people that plays better in an actual game than in practice. That is Cooper Beebe hiking the ball good. Cooper Beebe has improved, man. I think Cooper Beebe, I would take a chance on Cooper Beebe being the starting center. I know a lot of people have sold the idea of Brock Hoffman being center number 1, being the starting center come week 1. But the upside that you get from Cooper Beebe, I want him to go ahead and get the reps. If Cooper Beebe is going to be your center of the future, let him go ahead and get baptized. I know they have concerns about his ability to consistently get a good snap off and all these other things. I'm willing to live with that. But let's run this again. I want to see, was that even a good read by Cooper Rush? I want to know if that was even a good read by Cooper Rush. Looks over. He was completely covered. Well, this the thing. Calvin Jefferson asks, was old boy we traded for any good? He hasn't really played enough to say. His grade last year was a 69 in coverage. Only played in 10 games. Did not allow a touchdown. Only allowed 4 receptions. Not big enough for a sample size. He ain't played enough in the NFL to say if he's good or bad yet. To be real with you. He hasn't played enough. He said draft the center next year, let Cooper and let BB be a guard. I think if you ask him to be a guard, he could start right now. He could start on most of the teams in the National Football League at guard right now, the way that it's set up. The one thing I did notice, I'm not sure they're gonna keep doing it, but they were using Cavante Turpin in the run game a little bit. I'm not sure that that's something that's going to continue to happen, but we'll see. So this Dak out here with Brock. Brock Hoffman was center number 1 out there running with the ones. Dak Prescott for the touchdown. That was a damn good throw. Well, one thing I'm going to say, as I pause it, one thing that I'm going to say about Dak Prescott without CeeDee Lamb, he's done a good job of getting the ball to his guys and still making plays. Like, I know it's not the same without CeeDee Lamb out there. I know it's only practice. I know it's not the same going up against opposing defensive coordinators that get paid to take away your best options and slow people down and all this other stuff. But it's very, it's very, what's the word I'm looking for? Encouraging. That's what I should say. It's very encouraging to see Dak Prescott able to get the ball to Brandon Cooks like a true number 1. Able to get the ball to Jalen Tolbert. Able to get the ball to all these other guys. Build their confidence going into preseason and going into training camp. Right? And they get those additional reps they normally wouldn't get if CeeDee Lamb was here. So I'm not saying, it's the best thing for CeeDee Lamb not to be there. But every thundercloud has a silver lining, right? That's what they say. The silver lining in CeeDee Lamb not being here is that Brandon Cooks, Jalen Tolbert, and all these other wide receivers you normally wouldn't see play get more opportunities with the ones, get more opportunity with Dak Prescott, and in an actual, real game scenario, he probably has more trust in them now than he normally would. Action, what's up with you, man? Thank you for tapping in. If you're just now sliding in, man, double tap the like button, slap the shit out of an Eagles fan and get that discount. Aggressively hit that share button. Share at least 6 times so we can manifest that 6th championship. And hit that Cash App or that Super Chat, man. Definitely need y'all to continue growing the channel, continue doing the things that we do, man. So I appreciate y'all in advance. But if you got it to spare, hit that Cash App, Super Chat. If you're on Facebook, hit those stars, hit that star button. We rocking, man. It's a low-key addition by subtraction. Low-key, and listen, the downside is CeeDee Lamb's not getting the reps that he needs. So when he does come back, there might be, it might not be like picking up from where he left out last year. But the positive and the upside is all these other guys have got extra reps. They're getting better with Dak Prescott. That chemistry is there, so there's that. But shout out to my boy Amp, King G, Rico, Night Owl Cowboy in the building, man. Salute to all y'all, man. Salute to all y'all sliding in. But let's keep watching and see. That was a damn good throw. Let's see. Let's see that one more time. Dak Prescott is going to throw an absolute strike to Brandon Cooks right here. You can see the motion, the cadence. Dak Prescott see 53 isn't coming. 53 is actually going to zoom out of the coverage. So he knows that there's going to be a hole right there where he left. And that's why Dak Prescott is a better quarterback in Dallas, where he can utilize his cadence, and all that other stuff. Like, he got him to move prior to the snap just based off of the hard count. So because he saw that linebacker moved and he was going into coverage, he had a coverage assignment slightly out of frame, right? Because it looked like they were zoned up. Because of that, he knew that he would be able to throw the ball right there. Would be no interference. He would be able to just laser that ball right there to get it to Brandon Cooks in between the defenders. That's high-level quarterbacking. Right? So, yeah. So, that's why Dak Prescott is so much better at home. You know, the offense in general is so much better at home. Because you get those tails, you get these people off with your hard counting and your cadence, all that other stuff. They give you tails and signs, right? Get them to move a little bit early. Might get them to jump offside and get a free play, but you know. Excellent use of cadence, great throw, great catch by Brandon Cooks. Listen, Cooks been cooking. I've been on record in wanting to get another wide receiver, get an upgrade at the wide receiver 2 position. But Brandon Cooks has been exceptional all training camp. He has stepped up. So kudos to Brandon Cooks, man. Schumer got destroyed. But Schumer always gets destroyed. So that's not really even newsworthy. I slapped the shit out of a dirty shit eater. Because you were Himothy, man. You were him. Appreciate you for doing the Lord's work, man. I know it's a Friday, but you do the Lord's work every time you slap the shit out of the Eagles fan, man. But let's keep watching, man. That was a good rep right there. We got about 17 more minutes of watching offense. Lining it back up. There was a handoff right there. I ain't gonna hold you. As a whole, I have not been overtly just as enthusiastic about this run game so far, but it is what it is. It's gonna be Brandon Cooks, bro. Brandon Cooks is the veteran. Brandon Cooks has the time on. That's a drop. Brandon Cooks is the veteran. He has the time on task. He's going to be a free agent next year anyway. So if Jerry Jones always like getting the bang for his buck, if this is Brandon Cooks last year in Dallas, he's going to use and abuse him. He's going to give him all the targets he wants in that wide receiver 2 spot. And Big Mac, the Dallas Cowboys have money. Matter of fact, I done did multiple videos of how the Dallas Cowboys can clear salary cap space, including doing the damn extensions that we're talking about. You can go to over the cap. You can go to each player's contract. You can click on extension and see how much cap space they say the Dallas Cowboys and when that cap space kicks in. Like, you can go find out for yourself on Jesus' internet that if you gave Dak Prescott a contract extension that clears up $20+ million. If you give CeeDee Lamb a contract extension that clears up X amount dollars for the 2024 season. Right? So this narrative the Dallas Cowboys don't have cap space. Only people that don't know where to look on the internet believes that. Because it's public knowledge and it's public record. They got to have transparency in the contracts and how it affects them, all this other stuff. So it's actually on the internet. It's public knowledge. Dallas Cowboys can create cap space. But I done missed these last couple of plays, so I'm finna spin that back. I'm finna spin these last couple of plays back because I missed them because I was talking. This is Trey in here now, by the way. All right, snap. Decent throw. Oh, number 13 got hit stick. That would be a smart little wrinkle to add in there. We already seen CeeDee Lamb in the backfield as a runner. We know that Cavontae Turpin has the ability to be an efficient runner of the football as well. And if you don't trust your running back room, you still need to run the ball some way, right? If you don't trust your running back room, let your wide receivers run the ball a little bit more. Now that was a good play design. That was John Stevens Jr. again. Another play by John Stevens Jr. And if you're wondering, like, damn, he look like a big ass wide receiver. Technically, you're not wrong because he is a converted wide receiver. He didn't play tight end until he got to the NFL. And we're gonna skip this because as much as I got love for Patrick O.C. and them and everybody out there, I only clicked on this video to watch training camp footage. Landlord was out there. All right, so here's that. Play action pass. Oh, it's an actual run. Actual run to Ezekiel Elliott. Like I said, if you got question marks at your running back spot, you got question marks about your running back room. You got dynamic wide receivers that can also be used in the run game. Cavontae Turpin in space, that's always a win. CeeDee Lamb sparingly in the run game is a win because he's an explosive athlete. Jake Ferguson just manhandled that boy with his stiff arm. That was a nice play design, nice throw, nice follow through. And that was, listen, I didn't give Trey his flowers when he did it. That was a great throw to John Stevens Jr. Now, I'm very critical of Trey Lance when he makes mistakes, and he's made quite a few during training camp. But when he plays well, I want to say when he plays well, because I'm not no hating ass nigga like that. Dak making an alteration. I wonder what it is. Dump off to Rico Dow. Yeah, I see. There were a couple good runs by Rico, and there was a good run by Zeke. I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom in the running back room, but you still got question marks about that running back room week one. Regardless of what happens in training camp, preseason, you're going to have question marks about it. All right, let's see what this one looking like. Dak Prescott under center. Dak Prescott under center. Let's see. Another handoff. That's a nice ass run by Ezekiel Elliott. There it go. That's the run in question. That is the run in question. Yes. But that was a good run by Zeke. He hit the hole, accelerated very well. Now, I'm not expecting Ezekiel Elliott to turn back the clock. And, I'm not expecting him to have 50-yard touchdown runs or nothing like that. Like, it's not 2016. Dallas Cowboys ran Ezekiel Elliott into the ground while he was here. So I don't expect him to be the same Zeke. But I do think Zeke can be an efficient runner for the Dallas Cowboys. He can get the tough yardage. He'll score in the red zone for us. So again, I still think there's a place for Ezekiel Elliott on this team. Yeah, this is a great run by Zeke. Turp didn't go nowhere on that last play though. All right, shotgun pass, deep throw to the breadbasket, number 13. Is that Johnson? Thank y'all. Y'all get y'all some? All right, cool. You're welcome. All right. Kids brought back the beverage. At the end of the day, he's still a Cowboy. He don't just need to be supported when it deserved. Of course. Of course. Now listen, the track record of Mike McCarthy said we're going to be a predominant passing team. That's what he does. That's his calling card. He's one of the people that modernized the West Coast offense in this time in Green Bay. Right? It's crazy, right? Because now the stick about Mike McCarthy, they saying his offense is outdated, but he's one of the guys that popularized the modern West Coast offense. I think number 13 is Johnson, though. He's been making all kind of plays. What's up with you, Johnny Woods? Thank you for tapping in. But that's the thing, though, man. I don't think there's a real. They sold it as sub. But I don't think there's a real quarterback competition between Cooper Rush and Trey Lance like that. I think they already know Cooper Rush is going to be quarterback number 2, but they want to give Trey Lance enough reps to showcase him. Because I think in the perfect world, Trey Lance lights up everybody in preseason, and he gets some kind of trade value. Because right now, I don't think you can get what you gave up for Trey Lance. Like, we gave up a 4th round pick for Trey Lance. I don't think you could get a 4th round pick for Trey Lance in return right now. I don't. It's Tyrone Billy Johnson or some shit like that. Oh, hold on, Florida. Is that Florida? Hey, I like that. I like that play right there. Florida made a good play right there. All right, here's 4. Let's see what he does. Deep throw, connect to number. That Jalen Tolbert. Yeah, that's Jalen Tolbert. Now, speaking of guys who have popped, right? Guys who have popped. Mike McCarthy. Let me go to it. I think I screenshot it. This was yesterday. Today, Dak Prescott did not dress out and practice. They said that he had some ankle soreness that they were trying to monitor as a precautionary method. So they held him out of practice. So this is from yesterday. But Mike McCarthy name dropped these four guys on offense that jumped out to him during the scrimmage. John Stevens Jr., who's been going crazy. Like every time you see 81 in the screen, he's making a play. Like, he looks real good out there. Cooper Beebe said Cooper Beebe played well. Ryan Flournoy, who we just seen make a play a couple snaps ago. And Malik Davis. And listen, Malik Davis is somebody that found himself in a doghouse. He was there yesterday, Goat. This what's up, man. So, Goat, what did you think about the experience? It was cool. I'm gonna make it out there next year. I had some health issues that prevented me from getting out there. I had to burn through all my time off, but I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it a promise to take my ass out there next year. What's up, Jay Bryant? What if the plan is to take Trey Lance and develop him long term? He's not starting anywhere next year, so they think they can get a third round QB on the cheap. Don't know. It depends on Trey Lance and his representation. If they can find 81 again, going crazy. So they charging crazy. I mean, I always think it's different seeing athletes up close. TV does not do these guys justice on just how big they are. Like, they're around other massive people, so they look massive. So they don't look as massive. Like, these are some huge human beings that we see flying around doing these things. Appreciate it, Night Owl. Of course, they had a couple scuffles. He said your football team went and your brother got a signed autograph. That's dope. Hey, actually, you seen that clip? You couldn't tell me that Jalen Marino Cropper wasn't CD Lamb or Amari Cooper the way he danced on that man. Yeah, Trey ain't got much trade value right now. But I will say this: John Stevens Jr. making this team. You can take whatever tight end you want. You can take them right out the equation. Peyton Hendershot is not finna keep John Stevens Jr. off this team. He is a lock. He is tight end number 3. Really, we're talking about how he performs. He's tight end number 2. Politics, though, they not finna give up on Schoolmaker just yet. He's tight end number 3. What's up with you, Chris Wilson? Salute to you, man. Action said he seen that shit live. He says Cooper BB dirted anyone yet? Not sure if he dirted anybody, but I know he's been playing pretty damn good. Let's see how much more we got on the offense. Oh, these are the last couple snaps. This is gonna be the last couple snaps from the offense. Still trying to get the run game going. So yeah, this is gonna be the last snap or two from the offense before they wrap it up. We'll talk about it for a second after it finishes. Then we'll move along and we'll look at the defense. They also posted the defense up here. Another handoff. They said Nation has some Stacey Adams on, Lord. Man, you know you got on them church shoes, man. You be sliding a little bit too much. That was everything. That was the entirety of the Dallas Cowboy offense versus the Los Angeles Rams defense. Now, I'm going to give my thoughts from what I've seen from those clips. Brandon Cooks. I'm going to start giving Brandon Cooks some love. Because, one, I've been critical of the wide receiving room behind CeeDee Lamb. So when one of them or any of them steps up and plays well, I got to accordingly give them their flowers. Brandon Cooks was cooking. He made plays. And listen, to be frank with you, he's having a great training camp. Brandon Cooks is having a great training camp. He's making plays down the field. He's making plays in the red zone. He's doing everything that you want Brandon Cooks to do. My boy Hector said we are about to slap the helmets off the Philadelphia Goofy Birds. As we should, man. Remember, if you slap the shit out of a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I'll be able to get you half off on all the merchandise inside the liquor store. And you know, we got exactly what you need to succeed over here, man. We got cow burritos, we got gin, we got hen, and everything else under the sun that can make you sin. Tap in with your boy, Henny the Moore. Come get drunk in the liquor store. But yeah, Brandon Cooks is having a great training camp up to this point. The guy that's really standing out to me, though, is John Stephens Jr. John Stephens Jr., the converted tight end, has made all kinds of plays for Dak Prescott. He's blocking better than I thought he would block. He's getting open. He's getting the correct amount of depth when he got to sit in zones. There's not really a lot of bad I got to say about John Stephens Jr. Like, I'm concerned that politics are going to get in the way, but John Stephens Jr. should play, and he should play a lot for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, he should play a lot. Now, if it means Brevin Van Ford can't make it, so be it. But John Stephens Jr. has been a revelation. If he can stay healthy and they can get out of their own way and not let the politics dictate the tight end rotation, him and Jake Ferguson could be one of the best 1-2 tight end punches in the National Football League. They could be like Rob Gronkowski and Aaron Hernandez without the bodies. You know what I'm saying? But we can't let politics dictate who gets the playing time, who gets on the field, who makes it on top of who on the depth chart. Right? We can't let that be the deciding factor. If he continues to do this, what he's been doing, if he goes out and does it in preseason, and he was playing well in preseason last year. What's up with you, Jamel? He said this is his first time watching. Man, I appreciate you for sliding in and showing love, bro. You know, this is a humble little Dallas Cowboys podcast, man. You know, we might interview a player every once in a while. We do travel and cover different things on here, man. But appreciate you for coming in and showing love. It's your first time. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the sub button. Make sure you tell a couple of your friends and your people to sub too, man. Much appreciated, my boy. But yeah, John Stephens Jr. is something. And listen, I'm usually not a fan of the converted tight end, right? And when I say converted tight end, you were a wide receiver, but you weren't the fastest guy in the world or the greatest route runner, so they moved you to tight end to use your size and your speed or whatever. Like, I'm usually not a fan of converted tight ends. But he is a damn good one. Because he is blocking. He is doing a little dirty work. Now, he could gain a little bit more weight. Like, he's still listed only 215 pounds, so he's still a little light. But if he get up to 230, 225, 230, like, he could be a good inline tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. He could be a very good inline tight end for the Dallas Cowboys. Not for free. What's up with your 22 Savage? Salute to you, man. Appreciate y'all for sliding in and rocking with your boy. So who else has been looking good to me? Because I already said Brandon Cooks. And of course, you know I say Dak. Dak's had a very good training camp up to this point. Who else am I thinking of that's having a good one? Hey, appreciate that, Jamel. I appreciate that, man. So let's see. John Stephen Jr., Dak Prescott, Brandon Cooks. Really, man, I'm gonna give a shout out to pretty much the entire wide receiving room to this point. To how many wide receivers we keep. Maybe 6. Maybe 6. I will keep 6. I hope they keep 6 on the active roster. Yeah, because Cropper been going crazy. Billy Johnson been going crazy. Jalen Tolbert has made a lot of good plays. Ryan Flournoy done made some plays, bro. Like, as much shit as I talked about the Dallas Cowboys wide receiving room and how they don't stack up to these other guys around the league, they've all done had a damn good training camp up to this point. So my 6, I mean, they have to make the team. So CeeDee Lamb is already penciled in. Brandon Cooks, I'm jotting it down, already penciled in. Tolbert is already penciled in. Turpin is going to be your primary return man, so he's already penciled in. That's 4 guys that's already got to be active. The question is, how strongly do you feel in the other guys? Because Jalen Brooks, they like Jalen Brooks. They talk about Jalen Brooks too much for him not to make it. I think Jalen Brooks makes it because he was on the active roster last year. So we're 5 deep already. It's CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Tolbert, Turpin, and Brooks. That's already 5 people. So the question is, Cropper or Billy Johnson or Flournoy? Which one of those 3 make the active roster? That's the question. That's the real question. CeeDee Lamb's not going anywhere. Brandon Cooks not going anywhere. Tolbert, Turpin, and I would say Jalen Brooks hasn't done anything to lose his job. So the question really is, do you let Ryan Flournoy make it for being a draft pick this year? Are we going to, reward Billy Johnson and Jalen Cropper for how well they played in training camp? Or are they going to let preseason decide that? Because we're getting a lot of good production from these wide receivers in training camp. We gonna see if they can put it together in preseason, right? And that really should be that's really the real roster spot battle, the last wide receiving spot. Cause man, I'm glad y'all brought that to my attention too. Cause if we're going 6 deep, the last one is in the air. Cause you got 3 wide receivers that are having a very good training camp, and Ryan Flournoy, Tyron Billy Johnson, and Jada Marino Cropper. All 3 of them have played exceptionally well at points. You only got 1 roster spot to give. Because I already listed the top 5. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cook, Tolbert, Turpin, Jalen Brooks. Durham, yeah, so really there's like 4. So depending on how you feel about their chances, there's like 4 people. There's like 4 people, 1 roster spot. Preseason should be the deciding factor. It should be. Because that's closer to real game action. Because I keep bringing it up. I'm not trying to shit on the young man. Do y'all remember how Eric Scott was a training camp darling and he did absolutely nothing in preseason? Do y'all remember that? Hey, anytime, Lee Norman. He said, Henry, your content has been a blessing to me while I've been going through chemo. Thank you, brother. Man, thank you for fighting a good fight, man. Continue to get through your procedures, man. Continue to get healthy. Take care of yourself, man. We appreciate y'all for everything, man. And y'all keep Lee Norman in your prayers, man, as he go through what he goes through, man. It might even bring somebody else in for competition. You never really know. But that's a good one, though. I'm glad that y'all brought that to my attention. Like, man, a lot of these guys are doing good. But hey, that's more of a reason to watch this preseason game, right? We're gonna have to make a list of all the players we got and what numbers they're wearing. Like, we're gonna have to get a list and just take a look at the numbers and everything, because it's gonna be confusing. Like, it's gonna be confusing. A lot of these guys we don't know. Some guys done changed their numbers. Like, you gonna see somebody out there making plays in number 13. Like, that ain't Michael Gallup. Like, oh, that's Billy Johnson. So that's one thing we're gonna have to do. I agree. Special teams. Listen, if you can impress John Fossil, then you're probably gonna make the team. He'll fight for you. He said, "What do I think of Juju? I think that he's a decent wide receiver, but I also don't think the Dallas Cowboys will bring him in. They're notoriously cheap. And even if he only wants like $1 million or $2 million, you got a 6th round pick and a 5th round pick, an undrafted free agent. You can get that roster spot too and be paying less money." So we're talking about the Dallas Cowboys. We're talking about Stephen Dollar Bill Jones and how they do things. They probably won't even kick the tires on the young man. Probably won't even kick the tires on. But let's go ahead and move towards the second part of this. And we got to remember, we only watch the offense. We only watch the offense. Now we can take the time and look at our defense against the Rams offense. So let's do that. Part 2. Let's load this thing on up. All right, let's get into it, man. And hey, honestly, this is gonna be my first time seeing this along with y'all. I did not watch much of any of the defense the first time around. Did the lamb dip yet? Nope. Still a Dallas Cowboy. I mean, he doesn't have much choice in being but to be a Dallas Cowboy. He does not have much choice but to be a Dallas Cowboy. He's under contract this year, and they can franchise tag him the next 2 years if they wanted to. So realistically, they control him for at least another 2 years, this year and next year. I can't really see him tagging him a second time, but CeeDee Lamb gonna be a Dallas Cowboy whether he like it or not, honestly. Yep, he's on a contract this year, and then the Dallas Cowboys can franchise tag him next year. boy says, hey, CD, start the process of changing your number to the number you wanted when you were drafted and make Jerry Pappy Jones happy. Y'all so damn crazy. But you got a great point. Right now they're doing some individual drills. Said IU coming to the Steelers. That's what they're saying. Not sure 1,000% on that, but they're saying that that's really in the works. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition. And now I think about it, that affects us because we do play the Steelers. So you never know. I felt comfortable about beating the Steelers, but if he ends up there and they get to keep Pickens and they get anywhere close to remotely good, decent quarterback play, that might be a harder game. Because their defense is still pretty damn good. So I'm monitoring that because it does affect us. At least this season it affects us. Calvin said he wished the starters would get a series in the preseason game. I know, right? But it's a double-edged sword. Some people believe in doing it, some people don't. You know, like, I don't know how I feel about it anymore. Because I understand why they don't. Because I remember Tony Romo breaking his back in a preseason game. And then a lot of people question why he even played. Right? So it's a double-edged sword. I do want them to get reps and be productive and all the other things, but you know. Hey, what's up, Stephen Carey? I'm doing good, brother. Thank you for stopping by and showing love to the podcast, man. We just doing a little review. We're going back. We're going back and looking at the Cowboys versus Rams joint practice. We just watched the entirety of the offense. Now we're watching the defense. Just taking notes. I really want to go ahead and get to more than just these individual team drills. Yeah, there's a bunch of individual shit right now. Okay. Here we go. I got tired of watching individual teamwork. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay. There you go. And wide open. Wide open to play action. You can't hear me? Hold on. Yeah, it looked like my volume dipped for some reason. It's back up now. Can y'all hear me now? Because for some reason my volume keep dipping on this damn thing. I'm just gonna put it to the max. But yeah, they were wide open on that last play. Let's see what they do here. But yeah, but just in case you didn't hear me, Steven, I'm doing well, brother. We just watching the defense go against the Rams offense. All right, perfect. Sound back. Good. All right, cool. Now, everybody in here, make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that share button. We in the liquor store rocking. Let's see what this rep look like. A little bit of motion. Yeah. Look like the Rams done won both these reps so far. Got the completion to a wide open guy off of play action. Got a nice little gain on the run game on that one. So far, Rams are doing pretty decent against the defense. Now we know they're not going full speed. They're not showing everything that they've been working on. But we're just talking about what we're looking at. They got there a little bit better that time. They didn't look like that would have been much of a game. So I say 2 wins by the Rams offense so far. 1 win by the Dallas Cowboys defense. Handoff. A good stop. All right. 2 wins by the Rams offense. 2 wins by the Dallas Cowboys defense. That run got blew up. Said Steelers beating the Cowboys. Well, you are a Steelers fan, so you would believe that. Cowboys should beat the Steelers. Like, we should be able to beat y'all. And what would y'all count that as? That was a little dump off pass to the wide receiver. They got some positive yardage. He said, "You don't think they are?" What's up with you, though, Dummy Talk? He said this was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, bro. This was when the Dallas Cowboys played the Rams. They had a joint practice yesterday. Now they believe. Now listen, they have studies that say that they help prevent concussions, but All right. That was definitely a win. So I'll say 3 reps won by the Rams, 2 reps won by the Cowboys defense. 1 we're gonna call a toss-up. I really want to see what Overshawn does. That's really who I want to. 4-2 so far. And you know what's crazy? The first team defense has not won. Remember, first team defense has not won a rep yet. Those 2 wins were by the second team defense against the second team offense. Because number 9 was not in when they won. Matthew Stafford has won against them each rep. Number 11 was in when they won their reps. Here, Overshawn won. Blew up a couple runs. He said my thing about padded helmets is that if they are so safe, why don't they wear them throughout the whole season? Okay. Yeah, Blake Horn. They do got Blake Horn, don't they? Shit. Oh, they having their way right now. I should stop counting the wins and losses on these reps because it's all favoring the Los Angeles Rams right now. Yeah, they having their way right now. I see what Landlord was talking about. The NFL do own damn near everything, so like, yeah, it's not as crazy as it may sound. Just hearing it the first time around. So hey, you never know. Man, damn. Now listen, we needed running back help, and we didn't draft any of the running backs. We didn't get Blake Corum. We didn't get the boy from Florida State. We didn't get any of the noted running backs. Just like last year, we could have got some other running backs. Could have took a fly on Eric Gray or any of those guys. Didn't do it. I done lost count. How many wins has that been? So how many wins is that? Like 7? They got like 7 wins. I ain't seen them stop nobody. Not yet anyway. Yeah. I don't think it'll be a sad season. I think it'll be what we're used to. They'll win double-digit games. They'll get into the playoffs. The real question is they can do anything in the postseason. That's always going to be the thing about, that's always going to be the thing about the Dallas Cowboys. You play in a division where you should win 5 of those 6 games. Right? You might split with the Eagles, and you should sweep the Giants and the Commanders. So you're getting 5 games off top, and then out of the other 17 games. Right, out of the other games you play out of the 17, it's not like you're playing nothing but playoff caliber people. Dallas Cowboys should win 11, 12, 13 games. Honestly. Because think about it. We play the NFC East. That's 6 games that are winnable. We play the New Orleans Saints. That's a 7 game that's very winnable. We play the Carolina Panthers, another very winnable game with a young quarterback, new coach. Like there's a bunch of teams the Dallas Cowboys will be heavily favored against. Like, and let's keep it real. The Dallas Cowboys have issues. Like they have deficiencies on the defensive line and the interior. They'll probably have issues running the ball at different points in times. They still got a very talented team. Well, dummy, you can't say with Dak 7-9 when Dak Prescott has never had a losing season. He's never had a losing season. So to say that with Dak you go 7-9, that's not really feasible. Like Dak Prescott doesn't lose in the regular season. Dak Prescott loses in the playoffs. If we're being honest. And even then, like the Dallas Cowboys lose in the playoffs. Like you don't lose regular season games when Dak Prescott is your quarterback. Yeah, that would be something that would happen. Yeah, that would be the first time that ever happened. Dak Prescott ending the season with a losing record. Said just because he never had, there's nothing to say that he will this time around though. He pretty much has the same weapons and the same stuff around him, that he did last year. I mean, who was our running back last year? Tony Pollard didn't do anything, dummy. The Dallas Cowboys had one of the worst running games in the National Football League. And see, that defeated your point. You said Dak Prescott is terrible without a run game. Dallas Cowboys did not have a run game last year. He was second in MVP voting. Second team All-Pro. Led the league in passing touchdowns. Only threw 9 interceptions. Matter of fact, the year he had his weakest run game, he had his best season as an individual performer. But right now, our running back room is Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dow, and they're saying Royce Freeman is the third. Tony Pollard did absolutely nothing last year. Tony Pollard went 7 weeks without scoring a touchdown. He did not do fine. Getting 1,000 yards in 17 games, you don't even have to average 70 yards a game, brother. Tony Pollard did not do good last year. By any metric. If you look at advanced stats and all the other stuff, he didn't do good. And this ain't a dig at Tony, because I think he will be better this year, being a year removed from the injury. But he wasn't great last year. Speaking of which, since we're talking about the run game, the Dallas Cowboys have not had a 100-yard rusher in the postseason since 2018. So it's not like the Dallas Cowboys have had a consistent run game, in a while. At least not in the postseason either way. You know what I mean? So Dallas Cowboys offense has been one-dimensional for a very long time. When we need to run the ball, there's no guarantee that we can do so. So, the rookie, nobody is even talking about that. I haven't heard anybody talking about the young guy. I don't know if that means he's not doing well, but they're not talking about him at all. See, light-skinned niggas need to get along, man. Now, see, I know Dummy personally. This is my boy. He be beefing with Dak Prescott because, he feel like there's only room for one light-skinned nigga in the South. I don't get it, but, it is what it is, man. Hey, listen, Jerry Jones ain't going nowhere. Dak Prescott's not going nowhere. CeeDee Lamb. Like, none of the big three or the ownership is going anywhere. Like, we have issues with these guys. We just gotta make peace with it, because they gonna be here. You know what I mean? They're gonna be here. Well, dummy, there are people that voted for Dak Prescott that disagree with you. Like the other players in the National Football League who voted him as the 5th best quarterback in the league. The national media that voted him to the second team All-Pro. So there are plenty of people that are blind in. Like, it might just be you, dummy. It might just be you. Because think about this. You are a type of guy that likes Lamar Jackson. I think you're a Lamar Jackson fan. Even though he is 2-4 in the playoffs. Matter of fact, we had a bet. Me and Dummy had a long-standing bet. Dummy thinks that Lamar Jackson will win a playoff game, will win a Super Bowl before Dak Prescott. Even though they got damn near the same playoff record. Lamar Jackson is 2-4, Dak Prescott is 2-5, but you can't tell him nothing about Lamar Jackson. Ain't that some shit? What has Lamar Jackson won, dummy? What has Lamar won? Oh, so we counting MVPs. We counting MVPs, but he ain't won in the postseason. You keep bringing up choke artists, and this man is the epitome of a choke artist. Man, the bet has not been called off. That motherfucker be rolling over. Yes, Dak Prescott will win a Super Bowl before Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson Lamar Jackson got like five playoff touchdowns and like 7 turnovers. MVPs or something. But Rookie of the Years, Pro Bowls, All Pros ain't nothing though, huh? Like all those other things and the accolades that Dak got don't mean nothing. He do not got more playoff wins than Dak. They got the same number of playoff wins, boy. They both got 2. We both got 2. Nah, we run it back every year, dummy. Every year we're gonna run that same bet back, bro. Cause listen, you can call Dak whatever you want. Ain't no way. Oh, I don't want to hear that. Lamar had one wide receiver. Lamar had one of the best defenses in the National Football League. He got one of the best tight ends in the National Football League. Then he had a good core of wide receivers. Like he had Odell Beckham. He got the rookie. Like we're not gonna keep making all these excuses for Lamar Jackson, man. We ain't gonna make all these excuses for Lamar Jackson. And if Hollywood Brown goes over here with Kermit the Frog in Kansas City and goes crazy, I don't want to hear about him not having no wide receivers. The issue is Lamar Jackson done throwing ours. Oh, he's washed. He's washed because he couldn't carry Lamar Jackson. He's still getting contracts, right? He just signed a contract and finna play with the Miami Dolphins, ain't he? So he's washed because he washed. He couldn't say Lamar Jackson. Nobody can say Lamar Jackson, man. Give it up. It said Dak choked without an MVP and lost to a GOAT. Who did he lose to? A rookie. First and foremost, he wasn't a rookie. He's been in the league for 5 years. Secondly, I would take Love over Lamar Jackson because he can actually throw the damn football and doesn't rely on solely his legs. I would take Jordan Love over Lamar Jackson long term. Because guess what? Dak led the league in passing touchdowns. Do you know who had the second most passing touchdowns last year? Jordan Love. Lamar ain't lose to no damn GOAT. Lamar lost because he's sorry. When Lamar Jackson lost, matter of fact, he got like 4 playoff losses, so I can choose from him. So he lost to a GOAT. Did he play a GOAT every time he lost? Did he play a GOAT every time he lost? Let's take a look. Lamar Jackson lost to this nigga lost to the Chargers. All right. He done lost to the Tennessee Titans. He lost to the Buffalo Bills. And then he lost to Kansas City. So you mean to tell me the damn Chargers? But if he lost to the Chargers when he won his first MVP, I don't want to hear shit about Lamar Jackson. About Lamar Jackson. So we expect you stop giving these men cop-outs. Yes. If Lamar Jackson is who you say he is, yes, beat him. Beat Patrick Mahomes. If he's as good as you say he is, if he's the league MVP and he earned that MVP, which he didn't, Dak had better numbers across the damn board than Lamar Jackson. If he's all that, who Dak Prescott lost to? The 49ers, the best team in the NFC. Then they lost to Green Bay. He lost to Aaron Rodgers. He lost to the Rams that went to the Super Bowl. Let's see. Lost to... Yeah, just them. Oh, so Tom Brady watched now when Dak Prescott beat him. Even though nobody in the world picked him. Nobody in the world picked the Dallas Cowboys. Nobody in the world picked the Dallas Cowboys to beat Tom Brady. But now that they beat him, Tom Brady was washed. No, Dak retired that boy. Dak Prescott made him go sit down and take care of his family. Fuck out of here with that, man. And he beat dangerous Russell Wilson when he went to Seahawks for his other playoff win. Brady being 40 years old, they stopped for winning the damn Super Bowl 2 years before that. He just won the damn Super Bowl 2 years before Dak Prescott beat him. Now he old. That's what I'm talking about, man. Talking about how old was Brady? How old was he when he won his last Super Bowl? Add 2 years to it. Talking about how old was Brady? Stop it. Stop making excuses for Lamar Jackson not being shit. He said they're like saying LeBron ain't retired from the league. LeBron's still playing. LeBron's still out here playing. What's up with your landlord? Arguing with my homeboy. Arguing with my cuz. Ain't here talking crazy. In here talking crazy. No, you. What is this we? What is this we, bro? You hated Romo. You have these. You see the issue with all the damn quarterbacks. You got to stop this, bro. You got to stop. But shout out to my brother landlord in the building, man. Salute to my guy out there showing love and rocking with us. But hey, this been a good show though, man. Been over an hour and 21 minutes. We looked at the Dallas Cowboys off season. We looked at the joint practice with the Rams. We saw the offense, saw the defense. We're going to go ahead and call it a show and wrap it up, man. I appreciate everybody for coming in and showing love, supporting, rocking out with us, man. On the way out, hit that like button. On the way out, hit that share button. Slap the shit out of an Eagles fan on your way out, man. We're trying to run up. We try to do everything we can to set the balance right in the world for the Dallas Cowboys. So slap those Eagles fans up. Share the content 6 times. Tell a friend to sub to the channel, man. Tell a friend to sub to the channel. I mean, you like a loser. You like a playoff loser too, man. You know, you see Lamar Jackson 2 playoff wins and fall in love. You see Dak Prescott 2 playoff wins and say ew. Like, you got beer goggles on, dog, and it's okay. It's okay, man. It's okay. But hey, we is out, and in the words of my brother West Coast Cowboy, never look down because the star is up. Peace.
Thinking about changing locations and shit. Man, into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way, I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You've been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I get